gas leaks affecting Rowan University campus, the new format of your high school students' SAT, and how to spend your National Pancake Day. All this coming up in your half hour of RTN News.
$1,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of RTN News, where we have your latest in local news, national news, and everything in between. I'm Lauren Rotella.
And I'm Rachel Williamson. Let's get started. Lauren?
Thanks, Rachel. Rowan University student Zachary Lang passed away last Thursday, March 3rd. The first-year music industry major's death was sudden and unexpected, stated in an email sent out to students yesterday. The university was not able to provide any additional details about Lang's passing. However, students are being offered the opportunity to speak with counselors at the Wellness Center about their losing the friend and classmate. Services for Lang were held this afternoon at the Catholic Church of St. Mary in Cherry Hill.
On Monday night's episode of NBC's The Voice, Chemung native Nate Butler made it past the blind auditions. This makes him the fourth to do so from New Jersey. Butler is 19 years old, coming from a background of high school musicals and the Philadelphia Boys Choir. He joined Team Adam. Verona native Joe Vivona, Bayville's John Gilman, and Colonia's Mike Schiavo are the lucky three contestants from the Garden State as well.
Teen Mom Star took a visit to Barnes & Noble at Rowan University for a book signing this weekend. Caitlin Lowry from MTV stopped at the bookstore on Saturday to sign copies of her children's book, Love is Bubblegum. Her book is said to be inspired by conversations Lowry had with her first son, Isaac, about love. The star is currently working on a self-help book, but has plenty of more ideas for a children's book in the future. As for right now, she plans on continuing the show and finishing her degree first.
Bowl Hall and Bowl Annex on the Rowan University campus had to be evacuated Monday afternoon because of a gas leak. Students were asked to evacuate shortly after 10 a.m. that morning, and it was caused by the construction happening right outside. While tearing up the sidewalks surrounding the building, a backhoe hit a gas line. Students were able to return to the building safe a little after noon. Now, temperatures seem to be getting warmer, but let's see if it'll continue. Jashanti?
It's feeling a lot like spring this week, starting off with temperatures. Today with a high of 72 and a low of 47. Tomorrow will be 77 with a low of 52, and Thursday will be 76 with a low of 59. Temperatures will drop slightly on Friday with a high of 66 and a low of 44, and continue to drop Saturday with a high of 57 and a low of 42. They will start to rise again slowly on Sunday with a high of 65 and a low of 54. But it's expected to rain Sunday and next Monday, so don't forget your rain boots and umbrellas when you go home this weekend, and enjoy your spring break. At least it's getting a little bit warmer.
We're getting warmer, and even if we're not going away for spring break, we have warm at home.
And it seems to be staying. I mean, I was at the beach 2 days ago and I was loving it.
Which beach?
I was at King
We're
Bay.
jealous.
Really? Yeah, celebrate my mom's birthday. It was
Aw,
nice
very nice. Very nice. What are your spring break plans?
I have no idea, honestly.
No idea. I think everybody's just kind of up in the air.
Just go with the flow.
I will be hitting Vegas for the first time over spring break.
Lucky.
Everyone's very jealous. On that note, coming up after the break, 6 ABC's own Alicia Vitarelli speaks at Rowan University. That and more when we get our entertainment update. So stay with us.
Suis la cadence, on lève bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking. Viking.
Red state, blue state, vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
Downtown.
Optimist.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities, our families,
United.
even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Welcome back. This week, Rowan will have Alicia Vitarelli on campus and raise thousands of dollars for scholarship funds. So let's head over to Summer Shiki with your entertainment update.
Co-anchor of 6 ABC speaks at Rowan University. Alicia Vitarelli, who is also the co-host of the channel's weekly entertainment program, FYI Philly, will talk to an audience about overcoming the challenges of being a woman in the workplace on March 9th in the Chamberlain Student Center. Vitarelli has joined Action News almost 5 years ago and has covered major stories from the royal wedding to the Oscars. The speech is a part of the Rowan's annual spring conference and is open to students and faculty. Rowan's second Gives Day raises over $87,000. The 24-hour donation event, which celebrated the act of giving, raised money for 20 different scholarship funds for Rowan University. Robert Carr, CEO of Give Something Back Foundation, and President Ali Hushman gave a combined donation of $26,000. The goal for the amount of donors was $500, but after the final totaling, there were over 1,200 people who gave back to the Rowan community. Rowan's spring comedy series features the second-place champions. The improv group, which includes Rowan alumni, got their start in popular comedy groups, including The Second City and The Annoyance. Their quick wit and engaging sense of humor will keep you cracking up all night. The show in the Student Pit will begin at 10 p.m. and is free with a student ID. The Science Behind Pixar opens at Franklin Institute. The new exhibition has 40 interactive displays that shows fans of all ages the production process behind award-winning films, including WALL-E, Monsters, Inc., Toy Story, and more. Guests will have a chance to engage in a hands-on learning experience and are also able to take a selfie with a life-size recreation of their favorite Pixar character. The exhibition starts March 15th and lasts until September 5th. For more information, you can visit www.fi.edu. Now to Samantha at the Raw Around the World event.
After Hours held Raw Around the World on Friday, where students got to experience a bit of culture from all over the world. Once students swiped in, they were given a passport. As they explored the Student Center and went to the different tables and did all the activities representing different countries, they would get their passport signed. Students could learn to dance traditional cultural dances, do various DIY projects with different countries in mind, even eat some cultural foods. They could also enjoy some cultural dance performances. If students collected 6 signatures on their passport, they were entered into a raffle where the winner would get part of the price to study abroad waived. From Rowan University, this has been Samantha Barenberg with RTN News.
That was such a cool event.
Yeah, it really was. I would love to try like all the different food from all the cultures there.
I'm a big
really
foodie.
Cool.
Coming from an Italian house, like huge foodie. So.
And bringing the taste of like Epcot over to Rowan University. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that really is, because I love Epcot. That's like the best part about Disney.
I know. I have a couple girlfriends who are at Disney right now who are in Epcot. So
oh my gosh.
their experience that we had.
So you could have covered it with that.
A larger scale. Yeah. Let's hand it over to more local news.
Yeah.
Local news.
Well, Philadelphia's first cat cafe opened over the weekend. Cat cafes have been popping up across the country recently, allowing visitors to pay to interact with cats on the premises, while also getting to enjoy cafe treats. Green Street Rescue opened the location in Brewery Town, hoping to encourage more feline adoptions. Nearly 150 cat lovers were in attendance at the grand opening. A second location, Kauai Kitty Cafe, is expected to open shortly, and it will be located on South 4th Street in Queen Village.
Today is National Pancake Day, and what better way to celebrate than with free pancakes? Well, IHOP is giving away stacks of pancakes today in honor of National Holiday, but there's more to it. The restaurant chain is asking customers to donate to Children's Miracle Network Hospital or other local charities in return for a free short stack of buttermilk pancakes. The pancakes are available from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. today. IHOP has raised over $20 million since the giveaway 10 years ago and is hoping to raise $3.5 million for this year's charities. And now let's check in with Melissa Priori with some health updates.
Thanks, Lauren. Very exciting milestones are being reached in our country's medical field. A woman going just by the name of Lindsay to protect her identity was given the first uterus transplant late last month. On Monday, she thanked the donor's family for giving her the chance to possibly bear her own child. The experimental surgery could give a new alternative to women who have lost their uterus to disease or were born without one. Lindsay must wait a year before she tries in vitro fertilization. She has 3 sons through foster care. Women's health has always been a controversial topic, usually not talked about publicly, but one British company is taking a stand for its female employees. The company, Coexist, allows employees to take time off for period pains. Should an employee need time off during menstruation, it is not considered to be a regular sick day. Bex Baxter, the director of the company, says she created the policy from her own experiences with pain and wants to encourage her staff to listen to their bodies during this natural cycle without feeling shame. And after a new study found 17% of women miss school and work during their periods due to stigma, maybe other companies should follow the lead of this one. The Inspira Health Network is intended to purchase 100 acres of land, according to Rowan's Board of Trustees. The proposed site on Rowan's West Campus at 322 and Route 55 intersection is soon to be home to a new medical center if everything goes according to plan. The president of Rowan University, Dr. Ali A. Hushmand, says Rowan is excited for a medical center to be on West Campus, and it has the possibility of creating educational opportunities, including undergraduate internships as well as hundreds of jobs. However, an extensive evaluation process and construction would suggest we won't see this building for at least another 3 years.
Rowan is taking over.
I know.
We go from, dinosaur bones in a quarry to, building a huge medical school. We're everywhere.
And I don't think people think medical school a lot when they think of Rowan.
Yeah.
They think of a lot of Rutgers and all those other medical centers. This could really change the game for us as a university. So I'm really excited to see what this does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Getting back to your second story, I mean, our male viewers out there, I'm sorry to bring it back up, but girls are cranky. You don't want us around during that time anyway. So
we do them a favor.
We're doing you a favor.
Revolutionizing things, always.
Yeah. Well, coming up after the break, tornadoes. See what I'm talking about when we come back.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back from the break. Over 15 million Americans are threatened by severe thunderstorms, which have a strong possibility of producing tornadoes. The threat spans across several states and began early this morning. The National Weather Service put a severe thunderstorm watch into effect at 3:30 a.m., which warned against large hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds, and a possible tornado or two. The storm is anticipated to impact Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. Heavy rain forecasts and a flood watch is in effect right now, expected to produce between 3 and 12 inches of rain before Friday.
A Northeastern University student had survived the Boston Marathon bombing, was killed in a car accident in Dubai on Monday. Victoria McGrath was severely injured in the 2013 attack, with part of her left leg blown off and a broken right leg. McGrath was on a personal trip, and another student at the school was also killed. The student from Weston, Connecticut was studying business administration and accounting, expecting to graduate later this year.
A photograph taken at a Pittsburgh Pirates preseason game has gone viral. The photo shows a father deflecting a bat inches from his son's face. The bat was headed toward the boy after Pirates player Danny Ortiz lost grip at the plate. Sean Cunningham's son, Landon Cunningham, was not paying attention. Instead, he was sending pictures of the game to his mother and sister, who were not in attendance. Both father and son walked away without injury, and the boy even got to keep the bat.
Students can take a breather now before spring break as they finish their SATs. But last Saturday, a new test was administered for the first time and was designed to better reflect what students are learning in high school and will be required to learn in college. Changes of the test included eliminating the vocabulary section, making the essay optional, removing the penalty for guessing, and focusing on the 3 areas of math that matter most for college readiness. The results show that nearly 60% of the students who took the new SAT said the questions were straightforward and easy to follow. The College Board and Academy are excited to see the future results pan out. But luckily for college athletes, SAT testing is a thing of the past. Let's switch it up and turn it over to Steven Rodriguez for your latest in Rowan athletics.
Thanks, Lauren. The Rowan University women's basketball team had their season end in the second round of the NCAA tournament with a 78-57 loss against Amherst College. The Profs trailed the whole game with the help of Allie Doswell, who led all scorers with 34 points for Amherst. Anissa Sanchez led all Profs with 13 points. Amherst College moves on to the sectionals to take on Stevens Institute of Technology. Rowan finished the season with a 23-6 record. The Rowan University men's indoor track team won the Eastern College Athletic Conference Championship this past Saturday. Rowan accumulated 84 points in the 50-team event, which included Jeffrey Tucker, who won the high jump competition and took home second in the long jump. Pat McCurry finished third for the Profs in the mile run, while Dave Benjamin also finished third for the 60-meter hurdles. Tucker and Benjamin will join 3 other Rowan student athletes at the NCAA Division III Indoor Track Championships this upcoming weekend. Shalia Williams, Ebonique Jones, and Aspen McMillan all qualified and will represent the Rowan women's track team. The Rowan University baseball team came back to defeat Stevens Institute of Technology 3-2 in 10 innings during their home opener on Sunday afternoon. After a leadoff single by Brett Phillips, the Ducks walked 2 more Rowan players that loaded the bases. Right fielder Nick Gallo would then get hit by a pitch which brought in the game-winning run. The Profs moved their record to 1-3 on the year, and the Ducks bring their record to 3-4. Rowan will take on Bridgewater College in their first game on their spring break road trip. And now to Cody Decker, who has more on the field with details about the game.
Reporting for RTN News, I'm Cody Decker here at the Profs Nest. Here on Sunday, the Profs were able to get a 3-2 extra inning win over the Stevens Institute of Technology in their home opener. Stevens Institute of Technology came into the game at 3-3 and got off to a hot start in pursuing win number 4, as in the top of the first, Nick Sieber scored Jonathan Toro to take a 1-0 lead. The Ducks would increase their lead to 2, as after a leadoff double by Garrett Wells, he would score off a single by Toro. Rob Gurley came on in relief in the 4th inning and would help in keeping the Profs alive, then led them to a victory with 5 shutout innings pitched.
It's huge to get that first win, get the ball rolling at home. One of the biggest points we have in this team is just protect the house, can't lose the Profs Nest. Just got to go out there and battle. That's what we did today.
The Profs would strike in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nick Gallo had a single with 1 out. The next batter, Joe Craig, had an infield single of his own. After a Greg Myers sacrifice bunt to the pitcher, Evan Hughes had a 2 RBI single to even the score, and it would stay that way through the rest of regulation. The game could not be decided in 9 innings, so it went to a 10th. In the bottom half, Brett Phillips had a leadoff single. Then with 1 out, free passes were given to Jason Clapper and Matt Jolly. With the bases loaded and 1 out, Nick Gallo stepped up to the plate to try and complete the comeback victory. He was hit by a pitch, and that ended the tight contest, with Rowan fans going home happy. Evan Hughes went 2 for 4 at the plate for the Profs with 2 RBIs. Brad Machinsky earned the win for the Profs on the mound, pitching 2 innings, allowing a hit, and striking out 1 batter. Head coach Mike Dixon was happy to see his team fight for the victory.
So how many? We had some guys on later in the game. We just couldn't get a big hit, but we needed to, and I had put guys in motion there on that double play ball, and that pop up that Gallo hit. It's an unfortunate thing that sometimes happens when you put guys in motion. But our guys battled. The kid on the mound is a really good arm. He's the top pitcher of the year for them, and does an outstanding job as an averaging player. So you're going to have to scratch the ball against guys like that. And I thought we did a good job hanging in there and keeping the game close and giving us an opportunity to let our bullpen win the game.
After this big win and the game against York College on Monday, the Profs will next travel to Florida, where they will have a 10-game stretch in 8 days. Reporting for RTN News, I'm Cody Decker.
So it's been a rough start for the baseball and softball team. I mean, the women traveled all the way down to North Carolina, came back up with some losses, and it's a pretty hard way to get started.
Yeah, at least the men's baseball team just got their first win, you know what I mean? Start off the season kind of on the.
I know. Good season with the wind, some good weather.
At least it's baseball
start.
weather.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Softball weather.
Ladies and gents, we're still rooting for you. Don't even worry about it. We're still rooting for you. Well, it's time for this week's Rowan Opinion. Let's hand it over to RTN's Vina Marie Pizzo to find out the latest buzz on campus.
Hey, it's Vina Marie Pizzo here with RTN. I am reporting Rowan's Battle of the Bands. The prize is going to be a featuring at Holly Bash. I am officially with our first competitor at Battle of the Bands. With me, I have, remind me of your name again?
Midnight Hellion.
Would you like to tell me a little bit about the meaning behind that?
There's actually not a real meaning. I guess that trouble always comes out after midnight, like the old wife saying, nothing ever good ever happens after midnight. I guess that could work.
All right, sounds pretty awesome. Now, it kind of sounds to me like you may or may not be the band leader. Is that true?
That is true, yes.
How did you become the band leader?
I formed the band. I was dismissed from my previous band, and I was like, I just need to build something from the ground up.
I am here with Matt, who's an audience member. Are you enjoying it so far? How's it going out there?
I really am. It's a little loud to say the least, but they're playing well, and I'm really enjoying what they got so far.
Let's say you were staff of the Rowan events and you were in charge of Battle of the Bands. What would you do differently?
I'm going to be honest. As much as I do like all the acts here, I wish they would have set a quota on the amount of metal, rock, heavy rock type of acts that they could play. It's just I want some variety in the Battle of the Bands. I don't just want to hear the same thing again and again and again.
I am here with the second competitor of the night, here with Parting Ways. Now, how excited would you be to be featured on Holly Bash?
I'd be extremely excited, actually, getting to play alongside a band like American Authors. They're signed. I would love that experience. I think it'd be fun to play in front of all my friends here at Rowan.
What do you think about this? Do you think it's pretty cool that Rowan offers this type of program?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Everyone can go out and show their talent, so it's pretty cool.
There's about 6 bands out there. Do you think that maybe next year you can be the 7th band?
Probably not. Maybe we can do a duet. She could play the triangle and I'll do the tambourine.
I'm with my friend Steve here from Overpopulated, the one-man band. Steve, how do you feel after winning? What are you feeling?
I'm stoked. I'm so happy and excited.
Do you have any plans for what you're going to do at Holly Bash?
Absolutely. I've got a whole bunch of songs that I wanted to get ready for today, but then wasn't quite there.
If you were a staff member of the Rowan event team, what would you change about the event here at Rowan?
It's an opportunity, the way it is for people to compete. You can't really improve this.
It was truly a pleasure to be at Battle of the Bands tonight here at Rowan. I cannot believe the talent that was out there, and I'm so impressed to see Steve from Overpopulated win. Till next year.
I think that was a well-deserved win. He was a one-man band. He did everything.
He was very impressive. I gotta give it to him. I know I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know if you could.
No way. I'd be way too nervous.
But if you have all that going on, you have something going on up here, you have where your foot's going, I would do the same exact thing. If I could do it, I would.
The kid laughed. I couldn't stop laughing when he talked about the diversity and how it's just like heavy metal and stuff like that. But they were rocking hard and they were fighting hard.
There's not really much you can expect when you go to Battle of the Bands. You can expect a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
Some other things happening that you might not expect. So I don't know. It's always a surprise. I don't know about you. But that's all the time we have for this week. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you after spring break. I'm Lauren Rosella.
And I'm Rachel Williamson. We'll see you next time.